Hello and welcome back to Cornwall EXP. Today we're doing a bit of a walk, folks, and we're going to throw in a drone flight as well. So those of you that are eagle-eyed might guess where we are. We're on the North Cornish coast, not a million miles away from St Agnes, and it's quite a famous engine house down here, which we're going to go and get close to, I think. So hope the audio is coming through okay. It should be. We're on our new Pocket 3, folks, and we're using the mic system which came with it. And we've still got the original one. This is the mic 2, I think it's called. So pretty darn good, to be fair. So footage for you will be crystal stable and audio should be coming through nice and clear. So we've left Mrs. Curnow back at HQ because she's got to deal with a few things with Mother. So because the weather is so good, it would be rude for us not to do something today with this, wouldn't it, folks? So we're going to be flying the new drone, which is the Air 3, and first proper big flight with it today is going to be. We do have a spare battery with us in case we need to swap it out, which I don't think we will need to because the flight time on it is just amazing. So as soon as we get a good spot to set that up, we will do it, folks. So we've been down here quite extensively before, earlier this year, as you probably can remember, but it's been a few months. So down there to the right, I don't know if you can see that or now, that's Tubby's Head coming into view there, which is a lovely spot, and I think we will be going down there again at some stage. It will be next year now, folks, to be fair. So we're really loving the Pocket 3. We figured out how to use the low light on it now, which is rather good. Saturday night, hopefully, we'll be out with David. But if David's not available, then we will be out with Mrs. Curnow because we've got a place to go and look at, which I think is going to be bloody awesome. So I better show me Fizzog. Right, how you doing? So just like to thank all the new subscribers for subscribing. It really means a lot. Also, if anybody wants to donate a cost of a coffee, there's a PayPal link there somewhere. I don't know if you can hear that airplane or now. It's bloody bitter here today, folks. Absolute bitter. Now, the other night it went down to -1 degrees. I know that's not cold for a lot of you folks that live in likes of Canada and what have you, but for us in Cornwall, that's bloody freezing. So yeah, so we got some more e-biking to do. It looks like those videos have been very well received, so I might go off this evening and do that. Yet again, I might not, but I could possibly do that Saturday early afternoon for an hour or two, which I think will be quite good, wouldn't it, folks? Right, so let's show you where we're going, shall we? Right, so we're heading to a horse whim, I believe. Now, that's to do with mining, and basically they would have had a horse going around in a circle, and the horse would have been attached to a piece of wood, that piece of wood would have been attached to a cylinder, which would have been on a bearing. And so as the horse turned around, there was rope wrapped around it. So as the horse went around, it would raise and lower whatever needed to be raised and lowered in the mine. So very, very interesting, folks. Very interesting indeed. Now this is probably the best weather day we've had for a few days now. It is just absolutely magic up here. Look at the coast, folks. Look at that. Look at that. That is just amazing, isn't it? So just looking back to where we just come from. There we go. That's Cameron Camp over there, which is World War II military training area. And then over in the far distance, I don't know if you can see that or no, right over there, that's St Ives, where we were recently. And I don't know if you can see or no, but I'll try and point to it. Just that side of St Ives, you can see like an island with a white pinnacle standing up. That's Gadrevi Lighthouse. And then over in the foreground about there's like a little rock coming out. That is actually Portreath, and that's Gull Rock. So yeah, all good, eh folks? So I think we're using the right SD card for this now, because we did have a bit of a technical problem. So we've upgraded to the Lexar 128 gigabyte, which I think, well, it is recommended by DJI, so that's all good, isn't it? And the drone, we've got a SanDisk Extreme Pro 256 gigabytes, which is pretty darn big SD card, but I was also recommended to have that as well because by one of our lovely subscribers. So it seems to be working really, really well, so I'm really stoked about that. The Air 2S, the SD card in that was the same, and we never had an issue with it, but because obviously the drone is upgraded, we need to make sure that we are recording correctly. So I think what we'll do in a minute, because we've got folks walking there, is we'll just go down this little bit here, folks, this little path. Oops. So let's go. So we've got some old mine workings here. So let's get down here. Oh, looks like there could be a shaft there, folks. Look at that. See that depression there, look. Can you see that depression? That looks like a shaft to me, and there's lots of like bits of workings down there, which is quite interesting. Right, let's continue. There's a path going down there. So you can imagine horse and carts coming down this bit and loading up what they were loading up. Ooh, looks a bit. Whoa, whoa, shit. Woof. Right, okay. Don't panic. So some kind of like, well, I would have called this a quarry, but it's not really a quarry, is it? It's more of an area where they've dug out and possibly had plans to put an engine house here at one time, but never came to fruition. So we've got broken ground here, which is broken up by the miners from many years ago. This is probably done 200 years ago. So we've got a depression down there, folks, look. Can you see that? Something going on here in the mining days. You know, our motto is, folks, the more you look, the more you find. We've got a chap down there, look. Can you see him? He's gone down to where we went down ages back. So yeah, that's Tubby's head right there, by the way. So that's good. So what we'll do now is we'll head up here. I bet you right? I bet you some of this mine waste here is probably got ore in it. It's probably well worth extracting, but they can't do it because it's obviously its historic value. So this is a new what's known as a back castle. That hasn't been there very long. Obviously they've capped it for safety reasons, but yeah, that is virtually brand new, that. Look at that. And someone's chucked their dog shit there, which is delightful, isn't it? Hey? God, what are people like? Okay, so yeah, we've got a lot of a spoil here, which, you know, yeah, very interesting. Then we've got matey going down to Tubby's Head there. What he doesn't realise is it's fucking dangerous down there right now. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to continue our walk. Now there will be a drone flight at the end of this video. I'm not really sure how long the drone flight will be, but it'll be at least 10 minutes. So we're looking at about a 20 to 30 minute video today, folks, which is rather nice. Okay, so I've got a friend that lives close by, and he's allowed me to fly from his land, which is brilliant. So, and I can maintain all the things I need to maintain. Right, so we're heading to Wheal Coates. Now, Wheal Coates is quite a famous mine and engine house in the fact that it's perched on the Cornish cliff or the coast, and a lot of people that come down to Cornwall always make a beeline for this particular one. So I think what we're going to do now is we're going to branch off here, but there's the top part of Wheal Coates just ahead of us there. So all is good. So we've got Walker now, so we'll just keep clear of them. So you can see the top part of the engine house there, folks, and that was where the whim was, and that was where they would have kept the water for the engine house, and also the coal would have been kept up there as well, which is quite interesting. So we're walking down towards the coast now, so let's keep going. Right, those people have gone by, so we can get back to what we want to do. Right, so you can see the engine house there. You can just make out the chimney from the bottom engine house. So just beyond the engine houses we've got a little cove, and it's called Chapel Porth, and it's quite a nice little spot, especially on a summer's day, but even on a winter's day like this it's rather nice. So I'm not sure how far we're going to get, folks. I'm probably not going to make it all the way to the engine house, but don't worry, there will be a bit of a drone flight over it, which will be good. So yeah, when I used to come down here when I was a lot younger, I'd only go to the engine house there. I wouldn't come up this bit here. I didn't think there was nothing up here, but there is, you know, there definitely is. So yeah, quite interesting. Lovely peaceful spot. Now, I've been told that there is a blowhole down here, and when the weather is quite rough, or the sea's quite rough, it like blasts like a massive jet of water and air out of the blowhole, which is brilliant, I think. Absolutely brilliant. Shall we go down to the engine house? Shall we go down to the engine house? I don't really know. Oh, balls to it, I think we ought to. Extra video, innit? Extra to the video. So we're using the extra battery stick today. So we've got more than enough battery, to be fair, which is awesome. So yeah. Now, this stick here, my wife, her dad climbed that and he accidentally hurt himself, and he felt quite embarrassed about it. That's what my lovely wife told me about that. Right. I don't remember walking down this path, so this is a bit of a first for me. Maybe not a first for you guys, but definitely a first for me anyway. You see the little miners' tracks just down below us there. So you can see there's like a gorge or a cut. I think that was done for a boundary line. Right, when flying the drone we have to look out for aircraft, so I think we'll have to keep it down below 50 metres. Which we would do anyway, so it's all good. Well, I hope you're enjoying this walk with us. I have been waffling quite a bit. Right, just taking it steady, folks. There's no immediate rush. I don't need to rush back home. If I did, then Mrs. Kerner would have called me. So, Mrs. Kerner EXP. Pictures coming out awesome, folks. This is the longest video we've done with the Pocket 3. So, as we can see, look, there's another path that goes down there. We're not going to go down there today, unfortunately, but it does look quite inviting, doesn't it? So we've got this path here. This looks like it was built up by the miners many years ago, which is very interesting. Oh, I can't believe the way I can actually feel the heat from the sun. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just look down there a minute, folks. Look at that. Magic, isn't it? Magic. Now, just down below us here, there was a shipwreck that went aground in 1920, and there's a lot of pictures online somewhere of it, kind of like over the years, like falling to bits. Now, at very low tide, it's been said that the boiler can be still seen, which is intriguing. I do remember seeing that, which is quite a few years ago now. So, are we going to get past this without getting bogged out? Bloody hope so. Alright, I think we need to take it steady. Take it steady. Right, jump over. There we go. Sorted. Whee! That was a slippery. Whoa! Bloody hell. Alright. You can imagine like donkeys and little carts coming down through here when the mine was active. So we've got a foundation to a little building there. Can you see that? It looks like it could have been a water wheel or something of some description. Right, can I get by this without... I can. Right. To me, it looks like a water wheel, which possibly powered a mini stamps, but I'm sure there's record of what that really was at some stage. Right, so they say that the Pocket 3 overheats. We've got no issue with that. I know our friend the Secret Vault has said quite a bit about that, but I do believe that his camera may have been slightly faulty. but I do hope we don't get any issues like that. So we've got, well, we've been recording 20 minutes now, folks, so I do hope you're enjoying this. So here we are. Here's the engine house. So this one was a pump, and this one was for removing the water from the shaft. Now, if you want to see underground here, then why don't you head over to Benocam. Ben is a friend of ours, and he's a local. And if you do watch some of the videos, you will see that he's next level up from us, because certain things that he does that I would never do. So a big shout out to Benocam, a local Cornish YouTuber like us, very like-minded. So if you're not subscribed, give him a sub, folks. That's if you want to see underground Cornwall, where not many people go. Now, we do go underground, but not all the time. Now, our crew member Chris loves it, absolutely loves going underground. So I think next year we're definitely going to be doing a bit more on that, because we've only been underground once this year so far, which is a little bit slacking on that department, really. But also this year was the first year we did boating, been out on the boat. We haven't done that for God knows how long. So down below us here we've got what's known as Old Man's Workings. You can actually get into the mine there, but it's bloody dangerous, so you've got to make sure you've got all the right kit and everything. So we're not going to go and look at that today, but we are going to look at this engine house. So look at the sun there, folks. Wow. So the shaft is capped, but I do believe you can actually look down inside, and it goes right the way down to deep level. And of course you can hear the water from the sea when it's high tide down in the shaft, which is bloody brilliant. So let's have a little look. There we go. So there it is, folks. So it looks like they've got a new grill on there now. But now you can see these original bars here. These are actually drill rods, and they utilise them basically as a very crude form to keep people out, and it worked, and it's still there. Look, it's amazing, really, isn't it? Can you see that? Can you see them original bars? Look, there you go. They're drill rods. Absolutely amazing. So here we have the plug doorway, and this wall is called the bob wall, folks. And it takes the weight of the great bob, or the beam that pumped the water up and down. In the bottom of the engine house there would have been the cylinder of the steam engine, probably a 30 to 40 inch, I should imagine. So now we'll just go around here and have a little brief look, because not every day we come around here. So this was the boiler house. This part just here was the boiler house, and of course there's the doorway in, and then you're looking up at the chimney, and the chimney was for a draft on the engine, folks, and that would make sure that it would work very efficiently. So the tide does look like it's going out. Don't know if you can see that or no. Yeah, the tide is going out. You can see the Old Man's Workings just there. What am I doing that for, silly boy? Alright, okay. I'll have to cut that bit. But yeah, so you can see the Old Man's Workings just there, and that's where they would have gained access into the adit for working underground. Looking across at Tubby's Head and towards Cameron Camp. So I think what we're going to do now is just walk down here a little bit, and then we'll go and find somewhere to have a break for a few minutes. So we're just slippery there. Right, so this is where the boilers were, and you can see the flue right there. Obviously the National Trust have blocked that up now, because a few years ago you could walk or climb right through into there and right up and look up the chimney. So, right, in case you didn't know, the chimney obviously is for draft But do you ever wondered why they use brick up the very top? This is a question that I've been asked many times. It's quite simple really. The granite stone that you see in the bottom of the chimney is quite heavy. Bricks traditionally are quite light, and so basically the reason why they used it is because bricks are a lot lighter, so therefore you know, it's going to be a lot stronger as well. So this chimney is in excellent condition. I must tell you folks that not every chimney in Cornwall is in that good condition. There's one near St Day, and the bricks of the chimney are in a precarious state and it needs restoration. But because this one is at a poignant location, that's why it's well looked after. Right, I think we're going to head off now, out of the boiler house. You can just see here, look, there's a cutting there. That's where one boiler was. So probably a Cornish patent boiler, I expect. Now we're not going to go up the top part of the mine today, but we are going to fly over the top of it soon, so that you will be able to see that, so that's cool. Do hope you enjoyed this little walk around the St Agnes area, Wheal Coates. It's going to be a lot more like this when the weather's good. The weather is up and down quite a bit, as you can imagine, so yeah. So we're going to head back up here now and finish up. So I won't waffle for a few minutes, all right, folks? I'll keep your mouth shut for a minute. I do hope you're enjoying the new footage. The footage from the Pocket 3. It is bloody awesome. I'm really stoked with it. So when we're out doing stuff like this will be the camera that we use. But of course, if we're on the e-bike or the motorbike, then we'll use the other camera, which we have been using quite a bit. So yeah, let's get it going. Right, we'll head back now. Do hope you can't hear the wind noise, because there is a bit. Slow down here. Whew. Whew. Oh shit. Got my foot wet. Oh well. Never mind. I'm going to try and get some pictures with the drone today as well. So there'll be some pictures and video from that. It's a bit slippery here. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, okay. We're done. Right. Well, I think we're going to end it here, folks. So I do hope you enjoyed this part of the video. There's going to be obviously the drone flight in a minute. So do hope you enjoyed this one. We'll see you soon. Cheers.